G'day guys, what's going on? Super here. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going over my round 20 review. I scored 2,706. Pretty decent score this week. Some people dropping the 3,000 bomb, which is pretty cooked. Went up the ranks 753 spots there, which is alright. 3 out of 4 league wins. Missed out by a little bit against someone in my own league, so that's a bit unfortunate. Cost myself a spot in the top 8 there, which is not good. 8 out of 9 tips this week, so not too bad. Who did I tip wrong? And then we also got the win in the draft first elimination final there, so that was a pretty close one. Was sweating a little bit there, a bit nervous. Just have a quick look which tip I actually got wrong. Show me the Lions. Yeah, that's a bit of an upset there. Who would have thought? Hey, they went nuts. Anyway, go over the side. So yeah, was stressing a bit in the draft matchup. My opponent had a matchup of who was it? He had um, Thilthorpe and Bailey Smith, and they were going nuts, and I was a bit scared about that. Thilthorpe just seemed to be getting gifted points throughout the first half, but yeah, it is what it is. You'd be pretty happy if you got him in your side. He's doing a lot better than Rank, and he's just don't know what the hell he's doing. But anyway, go over the side. So had the VC on the Bont there. Yeah, this is my second take of this video because I bloody didn't have my microphone connected, so that's a bit of a stitch up there. But anyway, I had the VC on Bont, 169. What an actual god he is. He's one of the best players in the competition at the moment. Then followed by Nick Dacos with 177. So yeah, he's going nuts. Don't know why Richmond didn't tag him. They just want him to win the Brownlow, obviously. So hopefully Brisbane will tag him this week, but not for. Don't want him to be getting tagged actually for Supercoach anyway. Like he's got the 172 last time they played the Lions. So yeah, if he's not getting tagged, he's a straight C option this week. You would imagine in the form that he's in. But yeah, there is concern about Connor Rosie with a hand complaint again, I think. So not too sure about if he's going to play this week, but the game is on the Sunday there, so you would imagine that he will play. Should have some time to recover if there is a concern there. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see with the injury list. I think he'll be fine. So Holmes 130, which was good. Rosie, yeah, pretty decent. He took 3 kick-ins. So Farrell's been going nuts. Got him in draft there, so that's right. And then Sinclair was good. So the matchup this week is pretty juicy. So is another option for the C if you wanted to do that. I would imagine you'd probably have Naz in your team. Unfortunately, I don't have him in my side, but he's probably the guy you'd go for over Sinclair if he's in your team. Bailey Dale had a bit of a average game. I thought he would go higher against Essendon there, but yeah, 97 pretty decent, but you take it, I guess. And then Whitfield kind of bounced back. So these guys are quite cheap if you don't have them, but don't know if you want to get him in at this point in the season. You probably just want to get in a Saints player who has a pretty nice run coming up. So you'd probably want to get Sinclair or like a McRae or someone if you don't have them for some reason. Callum Mills played pretty good, so he's got a good matchup in Essendon this week, so he should be in for a monster score as well. He's got a 167 in 2022, so probably don't really want to count that one. But yeah, back when he was dropping 200s and stuff. So yeah, he's probably due for a monster score. You would imagine Clark could trade him out if you wanted to. Brayshaw traded him a couple of weeks ago. Pretty decent, not the worst sort of scores from him. And then Hewitt had a bounce back game, which was right. He seems to just average around about 112 there, so not too bad. And then Merritt, I'm a bit concerned about Merritt. His run home is not great. He's probably going to get tagged for the next 3 games in a row here, but don't know about him honestly. Like he could like not cop a tag if like the teams like Sydney, for example, they probably won't make final, so they might not tag him, but he probably still gets the tag anyway there. And then Neil, yeah, probably won't get a tag this week. You would imagine they're probably rather focus on like a McLuggage or a Dunkley type anyway. If they were going to tag anyone, but they seem to not tag this year anyway. Collingwood, and they used like side bottom, I believe it was in the past. So don't think you'd be too concerned with him coming at you this year anyway. But yeah, I think he's all right. He's still going pretty well side bottom for his age. And then Sarong, yeah, he's not the greatest stuff from him. It's like, I think he's, yeah, 105 both times this year against West Coast there. So, yeah, not a great opponent for him, which is a bit of an interesting one. So we had Docherty. Probably could have traded him out last week, but I was like, oh, better hold on to him just in case someone gets injured in my side and I've got trades available. And yeah, I was thinking that he was actually going to get a fair bit of the ball for his last game there, but 71 is a pretty disappointing score to finish it off. But yeah, he's been a great Supercoach servant in the past, so we give him a big thank you for that. And then Al Hooley came back, which is all right for the cover now. So we've got another option there, which is good. Jackson was pretty good there. He's dropped a bit in price, but yeah, he was good when I bought him in, so can't complain there. At least he can play in the forward line for me now. Witts was all right, and then Bailey Smith nearly broke his record for most touches, I believe it was, in a game. And then McRae was good. Rankin pretty poor. Warner should have been scoring like this throughout the whole season, but he's just hasn't been his year this year. And then Petrarca was pretty good. He's got a good matchup this week against West Coast. See how he goes. Bolton, a bit concerned about how he's going to go for the rest of the year with Hayden Young coming back into the CBA action. So not ideal there. And McCarthy's been a good rookie. Hasn't really dropped under 70 for us throughout the season since he's been playing anyway. So yeah, pretty nice stuff from there. Still can go up in price. Ideally, probably want to hold on to him in flex. I think he's pretty good. So the trading options is this Liam guy for in the forward line. So pretty nice. And then Freya. Don't know if I'd want to. Oh, I could actually. Oh, no, probably can't afford to get him in. He's a bit expensive. Cameron just kicked 11 goals. So not sure how he's going to go against Alir and Zerk Thatcher this week. But it is at GMHBA, to be fair. Bit of a harder matchup in terms of opponents compared to like the North Melbourne defence. So not sure he'll kick 11, but he might kick 6 or something. So still pretty nice. And then Gawn, he's got the good matchup against West Coast, where last time he scored 196, I believe it was. So I think I've got to bring him in. He's got a pretty nice run. I was debating like who to bring in this week for Docherty and no one else. I think so. My trades will have to be like Docherty out and who else? I'll trade out May, I believe it is. Makes sense of it. So we'll just swing like Petrarca into the midfield just so it looks aesthetically pleasing, and we'll put Jackson into the forward line, bring in big Gawn puppy, put the VC straight onto him as well. Come on. I don't know why this is so glitchy. Like, it's just, is it my operating system or is it the website just being shithouse? And yeah, we bring Gawn in there. Gives me enough to bring in a rookie. Just. Yeah, so I was debating if I wanted to get Nas or Gawn, but I had a look at the DFS matchups, and for like the average plus minus for the opponents coming forward, I believe Gawn actually had a better one for the rucks anyway, compared to like Nas in the midfield. Even though the Saints have a really good run, they got like West Coast, North, and Essendon coming up, which is a bit concerning as a non-owner. What is this stupid website? Far out. Every time I make a trade, it's just the worst shit ever. Anyway, let me just get back into the trade here. Who was I going to trade? Yeah, so Naz, he's got a pretty. He's playing unreal. What a game that was as well. To be fair, like kicking the goal after the siren to win it is just nuts. Like the fact that he kicked two goals in the last 2 minutes to win the game is cooked. But yeah, definitely need to get him in. But I just can't afford to get him in at this point. It's a bit of a concern. It's unfortunate. Yeah, he's been in unreal form. Definitely will make All Australian. I know how he goes in the Brownlow. Probably not winning enough games to get too close, you would imagine. But yeah, God, he deserves to be getting paid more than TDK any day of the week, in my opinion. I think bit of a controversial one there, but you know most people should be thinking the same if you're playing Supercoach anyway. So he put the VC on Gorn. Yeah, but the Saints not too concerned about. Well, I am pretty concerned about not owning Naz, but I do have McRae and Sinclair as well, so should be right. Like hopefully those guys can sort of match like Naz's scoring, but at the moment he's in unbelievable form. I think Gorn is too good to pass up on for the run home, so I think I'll go with Gorn straight VC this week. Obviously, most people will do that, and then you could go into Dacos here or a Sinclair. I think is what I was leaning more towards, but I think I'll go with Dacos. We'll have to wait and see on the team sheets. Maybe just like before the game as well, if they say they're going to tag Dacos, maybe like a Berry or someone goes to him, which probably will happen there. Put Jackson on the field here. So yeah, the team's looking a bit better actually without Docherty. Probably something I needed to do a bit earlier, but yeah, I was just a bit concerned about injuries and stuff coming forward. But leaves us with one trade there. Not too bad. Don't mind the team. It's probably fully finished now, which is a bit of a concern there. But yeah, it is what it is. We finally got there in the end. But yeah, still have McCarthy. So McCarthy, see what we can do with him. If we can luxury upgrade him at the end of the season, maybe last round, we could do that if we have no injuries. But works out all right. Yeah, Naz, God, I wish I bought him in back when he was super cheap. That was a big mistake. But yeah, he's been pumping out some monster scores in the last sort of 4 to 5 weeks, even 6 weeks. So yeah, crazy stuff from him. But yeah, that's the team. Quickly just go over the leagues as well. So yeah, bloody Lachlan Hedges, your dog, just bet me. Yeah, if I had traded out Docherty, I would have made it. But yeah, I was like, oh, I better hold on to him, eh? Didn't even make the bloody top 8 there in my own league. Bit of a disgrace, to be honest. So yeah, see you go. See how everyone goes. Kobe's having an unreal season. Might still be able to win it. Rank 86 overall. Pretty cool team there. Should have just gone McKercher over Docherty. That would have got me into the top 8. You would have imagined. Yeah, probably would have got in. Not too sure about the side. Yeah, it's obviously really good. Dawson, I have him in draft, so I kind of like am aware of what he's scoring every week. And then Shorio goes this week though. Hopefully he doesn't get a Nash tag. It seems like he won't, because I think last time they played, yeah, he didn't get tagged, so I think he should be okay. Should be in the all clear, but yeah, next week is the one he'll go nuts, you would imagine. But yeah, he's obviously started like Rosie and all that, and like a Dunkley, you would imagine, who scored pretty well. Dunkley dropped off; they scored pretty poor. But yeah, he's got Grundy there. He's going nuts. Yeah, he's just in unreal form. Darcy scored good as well, so he's an interesting watch coming forward. Who else? He doesn't have Naz, which is a bit of a surprise. But yeah, most of these guys in this finals bracket are in the top 10k, so I'm not in the top 10k. That's why I didn't make it, which makes sense. But yeah, some pretty decent sides in here. I think Maltese, a geezer. How's he going? I think he's probably not in the top 10k. Could be wrong if this stupid website decides to load. Just never loads for me, which is a bit of a stitch up. Oh, he's just outside of it. What a steal. Jack, how's he going? I can't click on the freaking teams. I don't know what is the go with this shit. So frustrating. Oh yeah, I've got a higher rank than him, but he's held on to Cherry, which is interesting. So he still probably gets eliminated this week for doing that, but who knows? He's still got a pretty good team. Yeah, some pretty nice ranks from the teams near. I think Ryan's up there, nearly in the top 1k, pretty nice. So yeah, if you got like Anderson or Real, probably want to field like put the C on him. I mean, this week maybe. They got a pretty nice matchup against Richmond, and yeah, everyone down here. I think we're all out of the top 10k, which is unlucky. And have a quick look at the DSS, the Dr. Supercoach had his league, so I made that in the top 4. So it's funny how that works. They don't even make the what is our league ranking? 930. 13. This one's 207, which is pretty good. Hopefully we can lift the par next year in my league, but yeah, that's probably because of my shocking team, eh? But yeah, pretty decent rank though, like top 1K, not too bad. But yeah, got CJ this week, so he's pretty good as well. He's got 99 overall, pretty good team there. He's got Naz, which yeah I don't have. Got the Nank, which is a funny one. Like I said that he was going to have such a good fixture. He obviously thought the same, but yeah, he hasn't been going as good as you would have expected him to be going. Yeah, I'm in a few other leagues. Public league, demolished that bloke. Don't even know if he probably gave up ages ago. Finished 8th. Yeah, so I just made it in that one, which is interesting. So this bloke is 622 overall. Pretty good for a public league matchup. I wonder how the public league is going, actually. I wonder if we have any other guys that are pretty high. So yeah, Kobe's the highest one for me. Got in the league, but yeah, got eliminated. So pretty embarrassing. Doesn't seem like there's any other guys with a monster score. Imagine if you're watching the video and you're actually in my public league. That'd be pretty cool day. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's the side. Looks pretty good now. Got the VC on Gorn into Dacos. Pretty clear one there. If you got one of the Gold Coast boys, you might want to put the C on one of those guys after the Gorn VC. How's Grundy go? Grundy's probably also a good C option this week. If you have him, you probably just go Gorn into Grundy, which Kobe will probably do. But yeah, that'll probably be pretty nice. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I might release a video coming forward about where I went wrong this season. Obviously, there were a few mistakes, like identifying some players at a very cheap price that I didn't jump on. But yeah, it is always a bit of a risk. But yeah, sometimes it's really obvious. Like when I saw I saw what's his name, Brian Myers and Tom Stewart, both like under 400k, I think it was, and I was like, oh no, I better not get them in my team, just because I was concerned about the buys. But I think like next year maybe I need to take more risks like that, because now they seem to be like going pretty well. Well, I think Tom Stewart's kind of dropped off a bit, but Brian Myers is around like the top 8 mark for the forward line. So yeah, I think you just got to take those opportunities. It's kind of like the stock market in real life, where you just see like something super cheap, like if there's a Ferrari like half price, you got to buy the Ferrari, eh? But yeah, it is what it is. Probably going to do a like in-depth analysis anyway, going over where I messed up. I was at a pretty decent rank at the start of the year, around like the top 5k mark. I believe I was close to top 3k or something, but have to double check that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and see you later.